he's like, and I was like, this guy works in an eyeglass place, and he's totally stoned all the time or something. I don't know what he is. He actually drinks a lot, and he's like turning into this big fat Elvis guy. And like I do this, and then I started doing this thing later on, and there was like this, they got this karaoke machine. They have a karaoke machine and like a CD player, one of those new CD DJ things. So we're playing with that all night, and it's like, everyone's like, this is fucked up. I can't believe, like, look what we're turning this party into. Like, it's supposed to be a mountain party, and it's got this like DJ set up here. It's like there's one person that didn't know how to keep a tune. He was the drummer of the show. Comes out and he's like trying to keep a tune, and like there's like this vampire guy that's been sitting there all night. He's got to work with this. He's like the main co-worker, lead guy at the eyeglass place. He's all stoned out of his mind, and he's like, I want to suck your blood. And he's like this, like from West. He's like from West Reading or something.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he needs a ride in the morning. The shoe left. His girlfriend left a pocketbook there. He's like, we're leaving for LA. The shoe's leaving for LA in like 3 weeks, but we've got a lot of time. He's like, he's a really annoying guy. He's like, we got a lot of time. We're like, hey, what's going on here? Hey, this is really cool. I can't believe you're doing that. And like, whatever. I can't imitate him. And so I do this. I get on the CD player, and I'm doing this thing about like this thing where I'm like playing with the CD player, going. And I'm doing this thing, and the kid's playing bass guitars, or I don't know, like electric guitar. The second person play electric guitar, and Sean left. He's the lead guy of the party.
Yeah.
We're just playing blues or whatever. He's just, or some kind of like hick blues, or I don't know what it was, like something off like a tent area. So I kind of do this thing where like there's this Amish thing, like this Pennsylvania Dutch thing, and like there's this guy on the CD player, and he's Pennsylvania Dutch, and like going, he's like, and I'm like moving my hand back and forth. We're playing for a while, and I'm like, I can't stop my, and then everyone's telling me to stop. I'm like, I can't stop my fucking hand. It keeps on fucking going. I'm like, and he keeps playing. I'm like, so could somebody please stop my fucking hand? I'm fucking stuck in the fucking CD player. Please, someone stop my fucking hand. I think it's fucking stuck. I'm not joking around. It's fucking stuck. And I keep going and going on like this. And I'm like, I'm not fooling around. This is not. I'm not bullshit. And like, my hand's stuck in the fucking CD player. It's like getting all fucking cut up and shit. It's like getting cut up. I need a fucking medic. Someone get. I'm serious, motherfucker. Get the fuck over here. I'm serious. My hand's stuck in the fucking CD player. I'm not joking. You think I'm joking, but I'm not fucking joking. My hand's stuck in the fucking CD player. It keeps going back and forth. Please, somebody get over here with a medic. I go on like this for like a half hour. it's you know, like it's in time, so like I can't say that over the phone and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all part of the atmosphere and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's like, that's really good, man. That was good. I'm like, I can't even do anyone's accent on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like bullshit. Like I don't have time for that. So the next day, like I go to sleep and like I'm sitting like sort of like Jenga style with the guy on the couch, which is my couch. I had my couch in there. I've got like my picture of the Energies project above it. And, like, I was like wondering what the fuck that is. And I've got like the piano, this organ I used to have in Hamburg over on the other side, and everyone's playing the organ with the CD player and stuff. I sit there, I'm like sitting across. He's like, and then like Sean comes in. He's like, it looks like it's time to crash. And he like turns off all the lights. He's like, nothing. He's like, here you go. And he like brings over this big blanket or something, gigantic thing, and it covers both of us up. We're like sleeping like interlocked with our legs. He's like, are you all right over there? He's like, is this all right? I'm like, okay. He's like, you got a job? I'm like, no. I gotta wake up in the morning. I gotta wake up 10 in the morning. I was supposed to be taken home by the shoe. And he's like, now I gotta find a ride home. He's like, you gotta get a job like your big brother Bob. And then he falls asleep, he's like, good night. And he goes to sleep. He's like, I gotta find, and he wakes up in the morning, he's like, I gotta smoke a joint. And he has to go to work. He's like, I gotta get out of these fucking clothes. He's still wearing his outfit and stuff. He's like, I was like, why don't you just go to work like that? I can't go to work like this. I got my vampire outfit on. I was like, my hair's all fucked up. I stink. I gotta change my shirt. And I gotta get home and I gotta smoke a joint. And I gotta drink some beer, have some sex, and then go to fucking mentally prepare myself for the day. He's like, then I gotta go to work.
It's pretty good.
Oh yeah. He's like, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get home. It's like, do you know where anybody has a key? You know where Sean is? He's like, he's upstairs. He's like, do you think he has a fucking cell phone so I can fucking call? Or does he have a car or anything I can borrow? I'm like, go upstairs and check, find out. It's like, he doesn't care if you wake him up. So he went upstairs, and Sean comes down. He's like, oh man. And he's like, yo. And he's like, I'll come by for the car later, okay? And he's like, and then he left. He's like, honks the horn. It's like, He goes across the tracks. He goes out into the woods, and, like, goes up towards Reading. It's like about 35 minutes away or something. So he goes to work to his the Whitehall, whatever the hell it's called, the West Reading Mall or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Trexler Town Mall or fucking forget. Anyway, Fogels, I don't know. And so he goes there, and that's the end of him. And I saw him, and I was like, I really need some money. I didn't even check my ATM machine. I'm looking around. It's like morning time, and it's like there's like bugs on the window and stuff, and it's like the fire's almost completely out. That's over at the other end. I finally found the trail to the bathroom, which I was trying to find the night before. I was going through bramble bush and stuff, and I saw the trail. I'm like, great, I should have known this the night before. It's like a direct trail that's like 4 feet from the bathroom, and I was going around the other side and stuff. And like I go over, and like sitting down on these like lawn chairs next to the fire, and like this girl wakes me up. She's like wailing. She's like doing this thing because the night before they were playing ELO, her and James Jewell before he fucking left. He was totally trashed. And they're sitting there with this old tape recorder from school with like this ELO tape in it. And they're like both Jesus freaks or something, born again or something. And you're like, isn't ELO the best? And they're playing some ELO tune and they're reciting it. And she's wearing like some space outfit or something. He's wearing like some hillbilly outfit. And they're sitting there and they're standing in front of these two guys that want to fucking kill them. They're like ex-punks or something. And they're like from this punk band. And they're like standing there and they're like, all they do is drink and stuff. And they're like staring at these people and they work on cars and stuff. And they're looking at these guys and they're like swaying back and forth reciting ELO at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And everyone's like, shut the fuck up. And like no one's listening to them. And they're like, man, isn't this what it's all about? They're looking at each other. It's like that feeling. It's like, listen to that part. It's like, la la la, da 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 da, when you know love. You know, like all this stuff is going on.
Yeah.
ELO.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Ba-da-da-da-da. Well, I can't imitate ELO. And so, you're like, that's great. And so I wake her up with, she's like sitting in a sleeping bag, and I was trying to steal her wallet. I really need the money. She had like $60 in her wallet. It's sitting on the other side of like the next to the front door. And I'm like, and then there's Carr's wallet, and she was supposed to bring home the vampire. And so with James Jewell, he was playing ELO, and she was playing ELO. And Carr was like, oh, isn't that cute, man? She's like the most annoying fucking person in the world. Everyone fucking hates her. She's ugly. She's not really ugly. She's like really annoying. She's really like loud mouth and stuff. She's like, I'm such a Buddha. It's like I got a little Buddha in my house, and like it's like I want to live in the suburbs. And I want James to get out of that house because I'm allergic to everything, and I can't live in the house with ticks and stuff. And it's like too dirty, and he's got to fix it up, and he's got to rent it out, and get money from the parents. And she's like, part of the Sweet Streets Foundation. She's like the daughter of Sweet Streets, so she's really rich, and he's really rich. And they're like both rich people, and they go on helicopters and stuff out to